Howdy ho.
Hello, hello.
Howdy ho.
Can recap. Y'all left the burning, screaming house.
Yes.
Talked to a telephone pole.
Yes.
Got to the Plaid.
Yes. A time bomb.
Yes. Where you bought some beer, snacks, and Twinkies.
Yes.
Betsy made a phone call, also called 411. May have alerted some people that there's people in the spirit world that shouldn't be here. Backup arrived in the form of the Two Headed Stallion. Tabitha was with them and upgraded your communicator to be able to talk to spirits.
Yes.
Cops showed up, Tabitha vanished, you guys bailed, backup came with you. Headed out to East Side or somewhere to get further deeper into the spirit world to try to find a Void Engineer outpost so that they could get you back home. Seemed to be Tabitha's only advice for you, seeing as the only exits that she knows of are currently sealed. As y'all were headed that direction, your mounts got hypnotized. You got approached by Ydri of the Molochim.
Daddy.
Very bad guy. Hooked nose,
Yeah,
blackened skin, charred nose.
Who offered to let you out of the spirit world in exchange for a drink of one of your blood, for one of you to drink his blood, and to get Betsy's name.
Right.
It was no dice, and Ydri wished you the best of luck getting there on foot, at which point he offered 1/3 of the price for your mounts to be released and sent back to you. Either a drink of one of your blood, one of you to drink his blood, or Betsy's name. Ollie offered to drink his blood. John was like, well, if you're going to drink his blood, I might as well just let him drink me and do the whole thing and just get home. At which point, Ollie drank the blood, he drank John's blood. John had an embarrassing situation without pants.
Yeah.
Closest thing to sex he's had in 20 years.
Yeah.
And Betsy was not amused. Because at no point did somebody ask Betsy if she would be comfortable paying that third part. And he turned to her and said, you can either pay it or not. If not, the deal's off. And she gave the name Caldwell. At that point, he began to lead you into the forest, towards the drumming and the wordless chanting.
I really fucked the poodle on that one.
I should have stopped you. I'm in charge.
Ollie is 1 point bound. This guy not only is trustworthy, but seems like one of the most interesting people you've ever met. Who the fuck knows what this guy is capable of and what he could teach you? Your mind is justifying the end result of, I need to be near this person. And you'll do backflips to try to justify it. He would be in the back of your mind at this point, and you just think about him every now and then and be like, I wonder where he's at. I wonder what he's up to.
Oh god, this is gonna make makeup sex quite difficult.
Just pretend you're fucking Ydri. It'll be fine.
That's what I'm worried about, saying the wrong name. It'll probably expedite my treatment.
Before we start in earnest, welcome to Rose City at Twilight. Oliver takes a last look at the mushroom clouds as you walk under the canopy, following in the wake of this smoking apparition. The beat of the drums and wordless chanting rises louder and louder as you approach.
I wanted to ask Ydri while we're walking away from the mushroom clouds if he knows what caused those, and because the mind control also blurred out. Yeah, time bombs don't cause mushroom clouds. Do you know what did that?
There was an incident some weeks ago. The spirit world around the incident has expired. As a
Expired?
result, it has ceased to be. The site seems to be growing until recently, but its effects will probably not cease for many years, he says gloomily.
Think it will, though? The spirit world will just heal itself, or at least continue to expand around?
It may not. It makes no matter.
Does the spirit world infinitely expand like our own universe, or does our own universe infinitely expand? Are the laws of thermodynamics real? What's with entropy?
You use words that I am unfamiliar with. Thermodynamics. I hear heat and motion, but I know not the laws you speak of.
I doubt this man's been to college recently.
I am older than your universities, and I obey only the laws of the Molochim.
I nod and gesture at him, looking at Oliver, like, yes, see?
That's fair.
You crest a hill, and there's a clearing, a large swath that is without trees. The trees seem to be crowded in the center, almost like a bullseye, but the trees are moving, beating themselves rhythmically into the ground. There is a whirling cloud above the circle of trees. You see birds, bats, and stranger things. A flying red flaming serpent and the discarded McDonald's wrapper swirling. You can hear the voices, the nameless chants, the wordless chants coming from that cloud. He is walking you right towards the center.
Cozy. Wow.
You see a fox run right past you, straight towards the center of writhing trees. As you get closer, you see more animals beating their paws or hooves onto the ground. Some of them baying, some of them braying, all in unison.
Can I mimic it?
Certainly.
I want to try stomping you out like there.
Is Ydri
Uh,
visibly matching this beat at all?
No, he is not. Your stomping doesn't seem to cause any effect, and Ydri doesn't seem to take notice.
Never feel like it then.
No.
Betsy visibly cringes, but other than that.
The ball swinging would do that anyway. John is still pantsless.
The air smells of sweat and brimstone and something fouler. It's not decay.
This is a 3-week-old body in Florida is what this is. Oh, God. Betsy.
Betsy, you start retching at the smell. John is the oldest here, has the most combined experiences, and some experiences stand out, especially smells.
Yes, that's the longest memory trigger we have.
John is brought back to the worst sex he's ever had.
Oh, no.
It smells
Oh,
like rotting sex.
oh. Okay, yeah.
That's horrible.
Son, I'm going to tell you this so you know now, because this is a life lesson I don't want you to learn on your own. If it smells like this, it's syphilis. Okay? Just put that right in your head. If it smells like this, it's syphilis. Don't put your dick in. And John will put his hand on his hips.
Ollie will cry laughing. I will laugh so hard that I'll puke because I'll take in too deep of a breath through my nose.
As you are laughing and vomiting, Ydri will wait a moment for you to continue following before saying, no, she invented it.
Who? What? I do not want to meet the inventor of syphilis?
Inventor, creator, your words are slippery things.
I trust you, Ydri, but I just gotta say, that strikes a chord in me. I did not expect to ever hear that sentence, and granted, less than a month ago, I didn't think it was possible to shoot a fireball out of my hands, and while I still can't shoot a fireball, I could throw a big cloud of radiation if I wanted, so like, I've seen a lot of unexpected things in this past month, and that caught me off guard.
Did this bitch invent AIDS?
Again, invent, create, yes.
John will actually look furious for the first time that you guys have ever seen. It's the first time John has been anything other than jovial, terrified, or nonchalant.
We're not meeting her right now, so I don't know if it's important to discuss this.
We aren't?
We will have to pass her by. Do not make any loud noises. I am trying to keep her asleep. As you walk past the circle of writhing trees pounding themselves rhythmically into the ground, there is a house in the center.
How quiet is my camera click now? Like, I've got my normal
Quiet.
loud, but then I've got the secret click.
The secret click is very quiet.
I'd like to take a secret click of this house. I've stopped taking photos when I was informed being loud may wake up the bitch who invented Plaid. So I'm not taking pictures of everything anymore, but I will take a secret click of that house.
You take a snap. Flash on or off?
Off.
It looks like
Very
a normal house from out here. Looks a bit decrepit. Maybe looks like it might have been abandoned, but not for more than 20 years. He opens the door in front of you and guides you in. And assuming you all walk in with him, the moment you cross the threshold, you hear screaming. Agonized screaming. It sounds like a crowd is locked in the basement and being subjected to torment you dare not imagine. He walks to the center of the room and stops, thankfully. You can see stairs down to a basement with a heavy metal door with about a dozen padlocks of different kinds on it. It is shaking. The locks are rattling against the frame, and the screaming is coming from there. He goes to a drawer, pulls out some implements, places down some candles, and begins to draw a great circle in the middle of the living room. I assume that you are all dead silent.
Yeah. I'm more straight-faced than you've ever seen me. My expression just goes blank. I've set all of my stuff hanging off of me, and it almost looks like she's at military attention.
His phone is in your peripheral and you cannot see him.
And Oliver?
Daddy told me to shut up, so
Over the course of the next 10 minutes or so, he will meticulously draw an arcane-looking circle, beginning with a pentagram. Near the end, he will light the candles, draw a shining black stone blade, draw it across his palm, and drip it into the center. The lines begin glowing red, spreading out from the blood. The lines catch fire. You can see him flinch just a little bit as the flames burn themselves out from the center outwards. There is a color difference in the floor in the center and the floor outside. It looks vibrant out here. The browns are so vivid, but it looks dull in the center. Dull and dusty. It is complete. Step into the circle.
Betsy snaps back to life and quietly creeps over to the circle and into it.
yep. Ollie immediately plunges in.
I will wait for both Cora and Betsy, and then once I know that I will do the surviving.
Good man, John.
He will smile as you step across, looking specifically at John. I won't forget you, John.
John will nod and keep a salute and smile.
Caldwell, Oliver, I shall see
John
you
Ma-
again.
I'm sure you will.
I look forward to it.
He will lean down and blow out one of the candles, and he vanishes. The screaming stops, but the rattling doesn't. Looking down the stairs, we're in the same place, but it looks duller somehow. You're in an abandoned house, and the door downstairs, chain padlocked shut and metal framed, is rattling.
I'm gonna call on my wired, see if I'm getting a connection yet. Tabitha's here to save me, so I'm gonna try and call Tabitha.
Push in Tabitha's info and click. There's a few rings, but no answer.
I'll leave it ringing as I attempt to go down to the locked door that's rattling.
You step closer, and it is damn near coming off its hinges. It doesn't sound like a single person is beating against it. It sounds like a crowd. The front door is a decrepit old thing. It looks like it has a lock on it, but you can open it from the inside just fine.
I don't want anybody to stumble across this house and accidentally open that door. And I was wondering if I could use matter magic to airtight seal the doors and windows.
Yeah, how would you go about this?
Where is this house? Is it in a forest like it was in the other world, or are we not in a forest?
It's not in a forest. If you look out the front window, you can see that there is a street at the end of a maybe 40-foot driveway. There is a car parked in the driveway.
Oh,
And John starts crying.
I was gonna see if there was sap on any of the trees.
Are we alive?
Well, Betsy has opened the door and I assume stepped outside.
I'm a little wary, but seeing my car as a car, I will audibly say I assume we're back in reality.
Gods.
I will walk out the door. Or, well, I will make sure Ollie gets out the door first. It is my job to not leave you behind. The last time I did, they threatened my life and my genitals.
Oh, flashing back to my beheading, if you will.
It was more than the head. They took the whole neck, too.
Yeah, the whole shaft. God damn. Great aim, though.
Consider how much time Judas Iscariot has had to practice.
Yeah, you're right. Shitty fucking aim. Could have done way better. 2,000 years.
Hasn't even hacked off enough penises.
It was still so painful.
Alright, so when attempting to look around for materials to go matter fuse the door down there, you're rushed out by John. He's like, nope.
Oh, are you doing something? I will stay with you if you're doing something.
Oh no, it's fine. If it's been fine for this long, I'm sure nobody's gonna just stumble across the house. I knocked on wood, that means it can't be used against me.
God, you heard that.
It's just like if you ask a police officer if they're a cop, they have to tell you, you know?
Yep.
Do you want to give Ollie a message?
Actually, I would like to give Ollie a message. Get the fuck out of there. Leave.
Yeah.
Leave immediately.
Walking out. Leaving the house.
Piling into Betsy's car?
Have I not even gotten a voicemail yet?
You have not.
I'll hang up.
I will pet the top of Betsy's car. Tell it it's a good Betsy's car. I thank it for being here.
Can I call my backup?
The car honks at John.
No! I look in the car to pray someone is inside of the car who did that.
Nobody's in the car.
You too, Betsy's car. John is
I
crying
look at the
again.
detective and say, I'm gonna have to start buying premium now, detective.
She has a soul.
They're gonna take it away and rip the soul out, detective.
Run. Take her and run.
Yeah, new party goal. We all just run. We live a life on the lam from the Technocracy.
Before we pull off, I want to see if my car received any damage driving around the real world without me. Was it shot by those cops that were chasing it? Did I hit anything?
There does not appear to be any damage to your vehicle.
Okay.
Anything else before you leave?
Just wishing I'd purchased the technocratic upgrade that lets me change the license plate, as I am in a wanted car.
Oh, yeah.
Can I use my alternate identity?
You have a safe house nearby. You do not have a spare set of license plates on you. You
Gotcha.
don't even have pants.
Are there pants at the safe spot?
Yes. Hopefully.
Then, is there any way I can write this down so it won't be read by any of the technocracy fuckers? Is there paper and pencil?
Whisper it to the car.
Yes! Yes, I will whisper it to the car!
Okay, well, as you turn the car on and flick on the lights, there's
Well, no-
one other car pulled up alongside of the house. A sleek, shiny one that looks like it's been T-boned. Or looks like it T-boned somebody else, rather.
Wait, it just pulled up or it's been here the whole time?
It's been here the whole time. It's just black and a Technocracy car, so you didn't notice it until you turned the lights on.
Oh, well then I'll get out and walk over to that other car.
It is a standard issue Technocracy vehicle.
Is it empty?
It is empty.
I curse under my breath and say, God damn it, the agents are the ones in the house. And begin angrily stomping back towards the house.
I actually think we should still leave. There was a voice in my head that I believe is one of my whatever enlightened science y'all call it. But God told me that we should leave. But also, if they are there, what if they open the door? I'm torn.
Is my pager still beeping my I need backup signal?
It is. Little red light.
I chuck it over towards the house in the grass.
The light on
Somebody
it is-
wipe it.
The little light on it is beeping in time with a little red light inside the dash on the beat up car.
She's sending a signal too.
John, there's something off about the car that you can't quite place. Betsy, get that same feeling and take a look on the inside, the broken windows, the airbag. There's something about the airbag. There was nobody in this car when the airbag went off.
That is weird, but I suppose makes some sense. We asked the car to come with us, not the people who were there to help us. I shrug. This car doesn't look drivable, yeah?
No, not safely, and not subtly.
You could take the license plates.
Oh, my friend, you are a genius. What does the Technocracy use instead of license plates? Or do we have actual license plates?
You got a lucky break here. Your backup splurge for those particular self-changing license plates.
Unscrew
Well-
those magic license plates and put them on my car.
They need to be turned back into requisitions anyway.
Yeah. Is there anything else in the car that I should probably get out of here in case someone finds this thing? Is there a black box in a Spectre X car that I need to recover?
Now, looking through it, it's got generic information. In the glove compartment, it looks thoroughly disposable. It wasn't even armored.
Yeah, just like backup. Well, making sure there's nothing in here that needs to be recovered besides those plates. We should be able to get out of here now.
Impressed.
All right, pulling out. You
Please, like
drive
you
off into the night.
Thank you for watching Rose City at Twilight. Links are in the description for the full playlists and ways to donate if I made you feel something. The Twilight holds a variety of mysteries. Let me know your theories in the comments below. Liking and subscribing attracts the attention of the great algorithm. Do so at your own risk. Good night.